Hello everyone, this is Hanan. Welcome to Conflict News. Viewers, in this video we will have a look at the situation of different regions and an allegation of Ukraine that Russians are abducting children. So we will get more details of this news and from what and how they are doing this as per Ukraine media. Viewers, right now in this Belgrade region, APU shelled the village of Terizovka and Shibikinsy district. These are two districts, Shibikinsy and Terizova. In this Belgrade region, a civilian was injured and having received injuries of the lower extremities. And earlier at night, last night 23rd May, the Belgrade region was subjected at a large scale UAV attack. But in this attack, these two districts, Terizovka and Shibikini, these two districts were quite under fire. These two years. Whereas at the night, Ukrainian drones made another raid on the territory of Belgrade region. Belgrade, as I told you in the previous video, Belgrade region is continuously under fire. At least 6 aircraft type UAVs and at least 7 quadcopters were used for the attack. The first attack was made by the enemy on Belgrade around midnight, dropping an explosive device on the highway and damaging a civilian car. Another well-known target was the village of Briskovka. If I show you on the map, right, this is the village of Briskovka. Let me zoom out for you. You can see this is the Briskovka village, and where an enemy UAV damaged civilian vehicle and an office building as well. It's Belgrade region center here, you can see. Whereas in Novaya Tolzenka, let me show you on this is. It's right on. You can see this is the border, Ukraine-Russia border. So right on the border, this area, the dropped IED did not detonate and the locals escaped with only a slight fright. This was the report from these areas. Where the rest of the drones have gone is still unknown. They are still unreported. The devices could be shot down by Russian air defense systems or planted by electronic warfare units. That's what Russian media is claiming. Meanwhile, in the Grivorunsky district, here in this district, you can see on the map, local authorities are eliminating the consequences of the invasion of Ukraine militants into the Belgrade region. If I more zoom out, you can see this is another right on the border, very near to the border. A gas pipeline has been damaged in this territory, here in this territory, and the village of Bezimino and one of the agriculture enterprises have been disconnected from the supply. Whereas the second news is about where Ukrainian media is claiming that Russian occupation forces are forces to abduct more children in Luhansk Oblast. And Russian occupation forces in Luhansk Oblast are preparing to abduct more children under the false pretense of conducting medical examinations, the National Resistance Center reported on 23rd May. In another news, Ukrainian media is claiming, and Reuters are also claiming, that Russians are abducting children from different regions. From Donetsk they are doing this, And here you can see this is the Luhansk from this area, and Kharkiv, Zaporizhia region. And from these region they are abducting the children, and the age is around 6 to 15 years of child are included in this, whereas the Prosecutor General Office told Reuters on 24th May today that Ukraine was investigating Belarus possibly role in the illegal transfer of Ukrainian children from these Russian occupied territories. Viewers, let me more zoom out for you. It will be easy to understand. You can see this is the border. This is the border of Ukraine, and from here this is the Belarus border with Russia, and they're claiming that children are abducting Ukrainian media from these areas. So Kharkiv, we can understand Kharkiv is very near to the border, so they can abduct from here and go to from this here to transfer to Belarus. Whereas if children are abducting from these three areas, Zaporizhia, Donetsk and Luhansk, so there are two ways to transfer Ukrainian child to this Belarus territory. They will go through from this area directly from, whereas in Ukraine they have to go through all the areas, which is likely to be impossible. Or another route could be, this is very near to the, this is the, here you can see this is the border of Russia, Ukraine. Abduct from here, Luhansk, Donetsk, Zaporizhia, and go to this, enter in Russian, and from there right way to this Belarus. Right, they enter, or from go to this, whereas they need to go to all the Ukraine, which is, this is likely to be impossible if this is true, but this could be possible. But why they are doing this, abducting children from here and right taking a long route from there? And Kharkiv region, it's quite, Belgorod region is quite near, which is under fire. So they go from here and then they can transfer here. If I show you, this is what claiming Kiev investigating Belarus potential involvement in children abduction. You can see Ukraine investigating the role of Belarus in transfer of child, prosecutor says. And age 6 to 15 years of orphan children are included in this, and their recreation camps in Belarusian territory, and they are claiming that around more than 2,000 Ukrainian children are included, and on the Belarus territory it's more than 3 areas, at least 3 locations in Belarus that children were taken. Let's see what this, where, in which direction this go. Other Ukraine will be able to provide an evidence, solid evidence against Russian and Belarus that they are involving in children abduction. What do you think about this news? Is really Russia doing this children abduction? If the Russians and Belarus are involved in this, what do you think? What could be the reason? Do let me know in the comment section. Thank you.